Hey folks, good guy Glenn here, and today is Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. Well, we're hauling out crushed up asphalt to the Tilcon out in Mount Hope, New Jersey. And what am I supposed to, that's it. Nice early start to the day. Hauling out this material. Feel all right today. It's foggy, much warmer than it has been. Supposed to be like 55 degrees by the end of the week, so we'll see what happens. I'll take it. I'll take the warmer weather with a little bit of fog any day.
Take exit 35B.
Here we are, the giant Tilcon.
Your destination is on the right.
Situation here is I really don't know where I'm supposed to drop this material since I'm dropping it for Tilcon. So should get some answers real soon. I'm just gonna go up to the scale house and ask them there. guess I dump over here. This is wild up here. This is a huge place. This is what I dumped. It's absolutely amazing up here. In New Jersey, to have this much, I'm just, you know, this facility is so immense. It's just baffling. Because, you know, real estate is pricey in New Jersey. I don't know. So we dumped. And the guy didn't know what I was talking about when I said I was coming from the old Tilcon in Bogota, because that facility has been closed for so many years that I guess it's been closed before this guy even worked for Tilcon. So I dumped their millings up here at the top of the mountain, like he said. Now I'll go down, get my paperwork, and then we'll head back to the job site. But boy, this is something. I've been to a lot of quarries. This place is immense. This is the biggest quarry I've ever been to. I've been here before. I've been here several times before, but I've never been to the top of the mountain. And this is just, it's wild. It's wild stuff. God blesses me in this job to see such wonderful things. Sort of reminds me of driving through the mountains when you're out OTR. I really feel lucky today. Especially with everything that's been going on. Got a lot of stuff going on. A lot of challenges in life. This really, the thing that happened last night has nothing really to do with me, but people in my family. There's some strife, and I'm praying for the people affected today. Sometimes it's hard to deal with things. Sometimes if you have a family member who's battling any kind of addiction problems or mental illness. And I'm not talking about a little bit of mental illness. I'm talking about something that impairs their judgment greatly. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to know what to do. Sometimes it's hard because you don't have the resources to help them. And we don't get an instruction book, right? We try our best to show compassion. We try our best to read up and learn the best coping mechanisms and try to help that person out. But it's not always easy. And sometimes you can't make a person, especially a grown adult, you can't make them get help. You can't make them stop their behavior. But you can continue to love and pray for them. And you can do your best to try to protect them. But sometimes they make it so very hard. There's nothing worse in the world than when you have a family member or a friend or anyone in your life who's going through something, whether it be addiction or mental illness or whatever, and they're out in the world and you don't know where they are. And you panic and you worry about them. And unfortunately, sometimes chasing them isn't the answer. Because it's like a dog. If you chase them, when they get off the leash, they'll run further away. They think it's a game. So you have to let them run out, and then when they're ready for help, they'll come back. And that's the hardest thing, is letting someone hit rock bottom before they're willing to get and accept help. And a lot of us have been there, and a lot of us have dealt with those issues, right? And it's not easy. And it's not always a failure on your part. If you're a parent and you're going through this with a child, the world is a messed up place, man. And sometimes you could do everything right and still have it turn out sideways. You know, but you figure it out. Just say prayers. I mean, a lot of people think that's a cop-out, but I'm not one of those people. You just have to keep the faith that everything is going to be all right. Deuteronomy 31-6 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord, your God, goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you." You know, that's some strong stuff right there. You have to believe that. So we pray, "Dear God, help me to be strong and courageous. Remind me that you go before me and walk beside me. I trust that you will never leave nor forsake me. Amen." And maybe some of you got a problem with prayer. That's fine. It's something that helps me get through. I have my faith, and I believe in praying for people who need prayer. And there's a lot of people who are in my prayers every single day. And I believe it helps. I do. I've seen great things happen when you're faithful and you pray. So no matter what life is throwing at you, no matter what the adversity could be, sometimes you just gotta, sometimes when it's dark on that road and you can't find your way and you feel lost and you feel hopeless, that's when you have to just give all your, let the Lord take over. That's not a cop-out. That's all. Sometimes all you have is just to have faith. And when you have faith, you'll find your way through. I know it's worked for me throughout my life. But I assure you, that's the righteous way, and that's the way to go. I think it's funny. Sometimes in the comments you get wacky comments. People are very turned off. People who don't have a relationship with God get very turned off by it. And that's fine. You know, I'm never going to be one who preaches to you and tries to get you to turn to Jesus or God or whatever. I'm just letting you know that that's my faith. I'm just letting you know that it works for me. And I'm not a preacher. I'm not a wise man. I'm just an idiot who drives a truck, who has faith in the Lord, and I'm trying to figure it all out just like you. I'm trying to navigate this world just like you. And sometimes I get caught up, and sometimes I get angry, and sometimes I feel resentment and hate. But I try my very best to let it go. And I don't hold grudges anymore against people. And when people need my help, they can reach out to me, even if we've quarreled in the past. If you're in a tight spot and your back is against the wall, you can reach out to me. And that has happened. People have reached out to me, and they felt uncomfortable doing it because we maybe left things off in a bad way. But I'm always going to help someone who's in distress, who I care about. You know, and even if you're a stranger, I mean, there's been instances, you know, I've showed it on this channel, and even like in my own life behind the scenes, I help out people. I help out people at the truck stop. I help out other drivers. I help out people who are stuck or stranded. I try to do my best. I try to live my life by the golden rule now. It wasn't always that way. I was a miserable person. You know, for a long time, I held on to a lot of misery and contempt. And I shook my fist. Why is this happening to me? And then when you let it go, man, when you let it go, and you just have faith and you want to love, you know, you want to hold on to love and compassion, that's the move. So, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter how tough situations sometimes seem to be, there's answers, there's hope. Just have some faith. And like I said, I'm not trying to preach to you, but if this video helps one person, if one person is feeling the same way, if maybe someone's having a terrible day, and this video is like, yeah, you know, I just needed that, good guy Glenn, thanks. Well, that's for you. And God bless you, and I hope that you find some peace. And I hope that whatever the problems are, you can find a way to resolve them, or they resolve themselves. Just have faith. I dropped the truck at the yard, and I get a call from the job site. And apparently I left the job site with the keys to the guy's truck, his work truck that he gets back and forth, whatever. Okay, so here's the deal. We use the work trucks when we have to run errands back and forth to the job. And I had to run out and get bolts for the blade on the one bucket. The bolts snapped off. So I had to run out and get bolts for it. And I took Pilo's tremor And I didn't leave the keys. School bus. I'm in a hurry to get back, and now I'm stuck behind a friggin' school bus. I really screwed these guys big time, because now I gotta drive back, and with school traffic, it's probably gonna be forever. This would be a 20-minute ride. I feel so bad right now. But I think we talked about, like, I don't know. I got a lot on my mind. A lot of stuff going on right now. I alluded to earlier. And it is what it is. I'll just drive down to the job site. I'll apologize profusely. I'll have to buy those guys lunch tomorrow. And that's it. Next epic fail. I left my phone in the dump truck. So now I have to turn around and go back to the dump truck to get my phone. I don't know what's going on today. Like, seriously? This is turning into one of them days. I just can't even today. So now I gotta keep these guys waiting even longer to drive 5 minutes back to the yard to get my phone. It's been a wild day. I'm finally home. I had to drop off the keys with the guys. They weren't happy. I don't blame them. It's really unfortunate, but things happen. Got a lot on my mind. Hopefully it all gets resolved soon. But like I said, I'm home. Gonna make myself some dinner. I'm gonna watch Landman. Didn't get a chance yesterday. Things happened last night. I got sucked into helping out in some family issues, but that's all gonna get worked out. I'm gonna stay positive about it. I'm gonna pray on it. I hope you all's day was a lot better than mine. But anyway, tomorrow's another day, right? So stay focused on that. And yeah, we'll get through this. So that's going to about wrap it up for us. You know what I always tell you, say your prayers. He's definitely listening. Eat a Greek yogurt and a banana every single day. Do your pre-trip. Tell the people you care about that you love them, because you never know when it's the last time you're going to see them. If you like this video, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so when I drop another video, you get a notification. And once again, this is Good Guy Glenn. Thanks for watching.